For those of you who follow me, you know I am very particular about the Walther brand. After meeting the staff at EFK Fire Dragon, they expressed to me that they are making some aftermarket barrels for the Walther PPQ. This goes perfect with my PPQ since it is my EDC. EFK Fire Dragon sent me 3 replacement barrels, being a threaded, ported, and standard to test out. I was more impressed with the quality of appearance that it gave my PPQ more than anything. We were not able to get our hands on a suppressor for this test, but that will be a follow-up video coming out soon. Don't get me wrong, these barrels are of high quality and just popped in the slide, mimicking the fit of the factory barrel from Walther. But Walther uses a high-grade procedure for their barrels, so I wanted to run a little test to see how the EFK Fire Dragons compared to the Walther factory barrel. The barrels from EFK Fire Dragon are 416R stainless steel with an 11-degree crown, the rifling being semi-spec, and the only difference from my comparison is there is a left twist versus a right twist. Nothing when comparing the barrels with the eye stood out to be different, especially when shooting, there was no major difference either. Bottom line for me, I was satisfied with the simple ability to interchange the barrels and leaning more to using the ported barrel more for my EDC. My first impression coming across the ported barrel was that it might look a little funny hanging out from the slide, but the stainless steel might have rubbed off on me since it is a great combination in my personal opinion. I do like the look and the style appeal it gives off, but let's see what takes place on the range. Decided to take some competition loads that I reload and run a test to see how the standard, ported, and threaded barrel compare to the factory Walther barrel. This test will be comparing data from a chronograph testing the speed of the bullet. The bullets are reloaded to a 125 to 127 power factor using a 147 grain bullet. Simple terms, minor power factor and USPSA. We are going to start off with the EFK Fire Dragon standard barrel for the PPQ. After shooting with this barrel, there was no real noticeable difference other than the EFK Fire Dragon replacement barrel, which has not been broken in as much as my factory Walther barrel. Having the left twist, in my opinion, did not give me any advantage to shooting, but I am sure there is a reason for this. Everything replicated the action of the factory barrel, but I'm going to revisit this test after I send about 1,000 rounds through the chamber of the EFK Fire Dragon standard barrel and do another comparison. Here are the results from the chronograph showing the data that was not that far off from the factory Walther barrel. This is my first time using the EFK Fire Dragon barrels in my handgun, and from the horror stories I heard about other companies offering the replacement option, EFK Fire Dragon is a winner in my book. Now, we are going to move on to the ported barrel. When all 3 barrels were sent to me, my initial thought was to just give me a standard barrel and I would be happy with that. After observing the performance of the ported barrel, it grew on me. I cannot honestly say if it is the barrel extending past the frame or the overall performance. Now my thoughts were, would this barrel perform better than the standard since it is longer, and would the vents help mitigate recoil? Just like anything else, we're going to run it through the test and find out. Using the same reload rounds as we talked about earlier, I am thinking this barrel will perform better, but the recoil should be a bit rougher than the standard barrel. Actually, the recoil management was better and I instantly realized the difference from the previous barrel, but the overall performance exceeded my theory. I repositioned the camera on the screen so you can notice how the firearm is recoiling, and I am trying to obtain the same sight picture being a patch of dirt in the backstop since I was shooting through a chronograph. I am using the power factor as my determining factor, and this barrel went up 124 compared to the 126 of the EFK Fire Dragon standard barrel. Remember, this barrel is longer and is ported. Moving on to the threaded barrel, remember, I was not able to get my hands on a suppressor, but there will be a follow-on video with the use of a suppressor on the EFK Fire Dragon replacement threaded barrel. When you are looking at this barrel, it is not much different from the ported other than the vents on the end. Of course, the threaded barrel has an end cap that is screwed off and on to protect the threading of the barrel from damage. This barrel's performance was on par and stayed in the realm of the ported and standard barrel previously discussed. The threaded barrel was just as impressive as the ported barrel with its performance. To be honest, I was honestly thinking, did I change out the barrel and put the ported barrel back in? That was not the case, and the results from the chronograph shows there was only a drop of 2. As stated, when comparing the ported barrel to the threaded barrel, there was not much difference, but would you get one over the other or just both? The choice is yours. When you are comparing the EFK Fire Dragon barrels to the Walther factory barrel, you will see a high quality product that performs beyond the expectations. And with these results from the EFK Fire Dragon barrels, you will be ready to venture with more options on your shooting journey. I would recommend, if you are in the market for a replacement barrel and looking for a company who truly stands behind their product, then go visit EFKFireDragon.com and see what all they have to offer. Check out their various options for conversion barrels as well. You will not be disappointed.